It's been 6 months with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and the big question is, do you buy the Z Fold 3 now, or should you wait until the Z Fold 4? Now, while the Z Fold 3 does have its shortcomings, it has not stopped me from using this device every single day. Today's video is being brought to you in partnership with Epidemic Sound. Hit up Epidemic Sound via the link down in the description below and get a 30-day free trial to all of your audio and sound effects need for online upload, whether personal or commercial. Trust me, you don't want to deal with copyright strikes. Have peace of mind with Epidemic Sound. Okay, first thing first, let's discuss the shortcomings and the cons of the Z Fold 3. Battery life, a strong complaint within the community. Camera quality, which is another complaint within the community. Heat. Now, honestly, all flagship smartphones tend to get warm and hot, but it's time that they start addressing this very issue. Pricing. A Galaxy Z Fold does not come cheap at all. And last but not least, lack of S Pen storage. I love the S Pen. I love using it. Can't use it on the front display, but we need somewhere to store it, and Samsung needs to fix this. Okay, so gripes aside, I still reach for this massive device on a daily, and here's why. Design. It's the tablet that fits in your pocket that I never knew I needed. See, I'm a Note user, but the one thing this Z Fold 3 gives me that the Galaxy Note could never give me is this display size. And if you don't know, Samsung has the best displays in the game, so pair that quality with this sizing and you have the dream display, right? Well, kinda, sorta. The 7.6-inch display is nice, but the aspect ratio is not so nice. Reason being, not all apps conform or fill in the display properly due to its size and aspect ratio. Now, you can go into labs and you can stretch some of these apps, but let's be real, not everything conforms to this unusual display. Now, hopefully this will be fixed in the Galaxy Z Fold 4. Hopefully. Now, something else everyday smartphone users rely on is camera. And when it comes to the Galaxy Z Fold 3 camera setup, I gotta be honest, there's a lot more to be desired for me personally. Now, Samsung was moving in the right direction with the S21 Ultra, but they definitely took a step back when it came to the Z Fold 3. There is absolutely no reason why a smartphone of this price point should not have S21 Ultra caliber photos and video. Now, with that being said, the Z Fold 3 cameras are usable, except at night or in low light situations. Here's the real deal. You buy a Z Fold 3 for the experience and not the cameras. But that does not take away from all of the points I just mentioned. So what do I really use the Galaxy Z Fold 3 for on a daily basis? It's my business handling, productivity beast with the power to handle it all. Well, maybe not enough battery, but definitely enough power. Whoa, before I tell you all of the controversial opinions of the battery life in the Z Fold 3, let me tell you about today's video partner, Epidemic Sound. Now, if you create content online via social media such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, etc., then you need Epidemic Sound, especially if you want to use audio and sound effects with your video production. Whether personal or commercial, Epidemic Sound has you covered. You cannot, I repeat, cannot run around using any and everybody's music without their proper permission and allowance. This is where Epidemic Sound comes in clutch. And if you click the link down in the description below that I'm providing for you, you get a 30-day free trial to the services and you get to test it out and see if it works for you. Trust me, I've been using this since the beginning of my YouTube career, and it just makes for peaceful content creation without having to worry about DMCA takedowns or possibly worse, losing my channel and hard work. Or paper, player. I don't want to lose my money neither, because you know I need that money to afford phones like this, the Z Fold 3, which has a subpar battery, especially for heavy users. Let's talk about it. Now, battery can never be judged by only one user, but I think all Z Fold 3 users can stand together in unison to say that we could use a better, bigger, more efficient battery in the Galaxy Z Fold device. As I said, this is my business device, which means I rely on this to handle important tasks at any moment of the day, and I need it to be ready to go. So if you are a power user, keep your power resources near. Now, user experience is everything when it comes to a device, especially at a $2,000 price point. You know, with taxes, it's what, $1,800 plus taxes. And I know you get trade-ins and so on. So while I'm ultimately enjoying my experience, a part of me greatly wonders what will be fixed and improved in the upcoming Z Fold model. And that brings us to the big question. Should you buy a Z Fold 3 6 months later after release, or should you wait for the Galaxy Z Fold 4? What's your budget? Because tech generally and typically gets cheaper over time, especially on the secondhand market. Did any of the cons that I mentioned earlier scare you away from this device? Because there is a possibility that Samsung may improve and fix some of those cons in the next upcoming model. Do you need a phone now and want this one? Because sometimes it's good to live in the now moment, but in other times, it's good to be patient. Ask yourself those questions, be truthful in your answers, and you will know which phone to buy.
I went from LA to the A, on the run, you can tell where I stay.